For the record, what's it called? For the record, my grandmother on my father's side had a silver mid 2000s protege, like a 2001, 2003. My grandmother, she gave it to my father. Okay, my mother, for a graduation present after I finally I failed high school in 2007 because I was working full time at Applebee's and going to high school. I was working 40 hours a week while going to high school. I'd get out of school at 2:45 and I would work from 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock until midnight, 1 in the morning. By the time I unwind, driving around the city and doing shit, smoking trees, what's it called? It would be like 4 a.m. every day. And then I would, if I could fall asleep, I would fall asleep from 4 till 7 a.m. and pick up my little sister and take her to school. And this is 11th grade, 2006, 2007, 2005 to 2007, I think. And what's it called? I started driving when I was 17. I had a red Protege. I mean, no, I had a red Mercury Sable. Was my grandmother's car with red interior, 88 Sable. Bad motherfucker, fast motherfucker with the digital speedometer, digital everything, and spoke like a weird type of spoke rims. And what was I gonna say about that? Let me go forward a little bit here after I explain the protege. I mean the 88 Sable. What's it called? I was gifted that when I was 17, and then I would take my sister to school, and then I'd fall asleep because I was so fucking tired. Usually after I dropped her off at school, I would either skip school for first, second, third period, come back at lunch, or come back at like sixth, seventh period, and what's it called? I would either drive around in the smoke to recover from the work, and or I'd fall asleep in my fucking car for about 3 periods, and I would do that 11th grade, 12th grade, because I was worked to death. I was worked 40 hours. I was making decent money. I was making like 300, 400 a week. When gas was $1 a gallon, $1.20 a gallon at the max. And what's it called? After that, I failed high school as a result, and I had the second in Parma High School history of the most tardies to school in the history. I had like 70 something or 170 tardies, and I got suspended, and then I couldn't keep up with my schoolwork. My senior year, I had English 2, English 3, and English 4. Sophomore English, uh, junior English, and senior English. All like second period was sophomore, junior, and senior English, and I was still working full time at Applebee's in Independence off of Rockside Road. I was started off as a flat top cook, moved my way to fryers, never learned broil, learned prep, and was very good at dish. Back of the house management wanted to make me a back of the house manager, and I was making like $9.75 an hour, and at the time minimum wage was $7, $5. No, it's $5, $7, something like that. And what's it called? They bumped me up. They just touched my left big toe with the MKH. I heard the and it was just like a little bit like, just like a little bit like a. It didn't all the way go down like a bitch. It's gonna fuck me up. They hate how I talk. I swallowed, and then what's it called? Let me try to keep track of my thoughts because they're trying to frame me to look like a mental disorder. What's it called? I got kicked out of my house because I fought my father. I was dating a melanin girl, Shara, and I had to be one person with her. I had to be one person with my friends. I had like 3 personalities. One person with her, one person with my friends, and because she didn't hang out with my friends. And then I only had a few. And then one person with my family. They didn't accept her. They didn't. As soon as I started dating Shar, I brought her to my mother's house, and my mother said, "Get her out of my house." And I'm like, my father met her. He was like, "All right." And then she'd say, get her out of my house. And then it fucked up our relationship forever because she just wanted to be accepted by someone else's family, her dude's family. And shit, push came to shove, shit came to happen. She broke up with me. And 2009, oh, now I'm getting vertigo. Oh, this is going to be good. Anyways, let me try to get to the point I'm trying to make here. What's it called? After the Sable. Well, I graduated in 2009. And then during that time period, 2007, 2009, I got rid of the 88 Big Red Mercury Sable. I used to call it Big Red because that red interior with maroon red outside. And next car I got was a 93 Corsica. And I drove that around for a minute. And then I finally graduated high school in 2009 through Electronic Classrooms of Tomorrow, online school. I got my diploma, not my GED. And as a graduation present, my mother bought me the protege. Since my father gave the protege to my mother, my grandma gave it to my father gave it to my mother. He had a van. And my mom originally had, off topic, my mom originally, her car that she first saved up for was an 86 Oldsmobile Cutlass that was navy blue with chrome spoked hubcaps. That's the fucking car I wanted. But my father had it rusted out in the driveway from the wintertime, and then they got rid of it. That was my car, though. I wanted that 86 Cutlass. You hear me? And at the time. And what's it called? My mother and I were looking for cars. And this is why this is important. Actually, why I brought this up and probably why I got vertigo. We were looking for, and my father's going to come down the stairs at the same time. And you know how that shit is. And what's it called? Hello? Can you give me some space? I don't got a door. And what's it called? Hello? Can you please give me some fucking space? You can watch my videos on YouTube. We were looking for a car. Hold on, there's someone at the fucking door. Let me pause this. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah, my mother and I looked for the first car. She's like, what do you want? We were looking at used cars. I found I wanted a WRX, a Mazda WRX. I mean, what is it? Subaru WRX, and the rally car. We found the one on the east side over by Euclid, by the hood, and it was a station wagon that was green, like a emerald green with gold spoked rims. I'm like, bet that's my fucking car. You know what I'm saying? But we went to go see it, and we passed by the hood, and my mother was nervous, and I just was like, whatever. But when we saw the car, the shop had like a makeshift sign that was it wasn't written on cardboard. It was just a makeshift sign. So we thought it was sketch. So we didn't pursue that car. And on my way in the Euclid, it was off of Euclid where we were. On my way there, I could have swore I saw the Tippy Gang leader, and he had dice in his back of his. No, he had boxing gloves around his front mirror or in the back window. I could have swore. I remember seeing this dude just was looking at me in a real creepy type of way, and he was driving by. I could have swore that was the Tippy Gang leader. This was around 2009, 2010. And then I just thought, fuck it. If I can't get a WRX, I was like, I don't want you to buy me a car. I want to save up for a car. And I just wanted her to keep her fucking money. And she's like, no, I saved this for your graduation party. I got one for Valerie. I got one for Steph. So you finally graduated. I'm going to get you one. I said, bet. And then, what's it called? I still don't want one, though. So what I did was I picked a protege. It was, and so my parents had a parts car. It was an electric blue protege with spoke rims. And I thought, all right, this is cool, close enough. And then I could always buy their Protege, the silver one, and use and use one as a parts car, or they could have my car and use the old one as a parts car. And then the blue car next to the house was blue and yellow. And little did I know that it caused some complications with the Crip gang. And what's it called? To this day, let's clarify this now. What was I gonna say? That's when I was drinking like a fucking dumbass, and then I ended up in places that I don't remember. After I got the blue Protege, I couldn't get no weed, and I don't remember what the fuck I did. It just comes back when they release some fucking video evidence of I was practicing abstinence too. Like I was trying since 2009 to. I looked at it this way. I would pray the Jesus prayer. I was introduced to it in 2009, and I would pray and discern a monastic life, priesthood or lay monastic life. And I thought, if I run into someone, I'm not going to try to pursue the person unless they want to have a relationship with me. But if it happens, it happens. That's how I looked at everyone. But what's it called? I wasn't trying to buy hoes. I wasn't trying to find hoes. I wasn't trying prostitute, sex traffic victims. Or that might have been microchip. Definitely MK Ultra. And what's it called? I mean, if I found a girl on the street that took me in and wanted a relationship, I to this day don't judge you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You just gotta be real with me, and you gotta respond, and we gotta keep it going, and you gotta be faithful. I can't be 3, 5, 10 years later, have 3 kids, and you already have kids or not, and then man pussy the sad excuse for a Comanche or the V2K or someone else is gonna offer you $100,000 or that he made off of me, and or two or whatever, the offer that they can't refuse. Every girl that I run into since from February 2018 until now, that's what he does to them. Then microchips them and makes them high class sex traffic victims to the FBI, his private FBI psyop group. And the V2K fucks them too. Mine fucks them into submission like they're trying to do me. And he does too. And that all aside, let me say, when I was in that blue Protege, 2011, I had my laptop and my diesel shoes I'd mentioned in the past video, and my first artwork that I started writing with in response to the Jesus prayer, the prayer of the heart. Really, really detailed pieces. I drew with pencil a whole page, 8x11, that was, if you look at it, like wood grain or like fingerprints, like your fingerprint up close, microscopic. I was able to do that fine detail. That's why I wanted to pursue biomedical communication and or medical illustration at the time. It was an option I was exploring. With psychology and anthropology, archaeology, those are the fields I was interested in. And let me see about that. Yeah, I saw a girl from Detroit by like 28, 30 something. She was real pretty, right? And she flagged me down. And then I drove by, and I don't know if I offered her or she asked if she needed a ride. She got in. And then she's like, can you pick up my friends? And then I picked them up. And then I left my book bag like a fool. I trusted this girl for some stupid ass reason. And she's really beautiful, the girl that I picked up. Very, very beautiful girl. And then dropped them off in the hood. And then I had my book off of 28th Projects, West 28th by St. Malachi, the project. The CMHA housing, excuse me. I don't mean to be disrespectful to anyone living there calling it projects. And I left my book bag in the back seat with diesel shoes and my laptop that I had 3-step theosis and all my accounts that I was going to Tri-C with. My uncle bought me that laptop. My uncle Slavko Samarak, my mom's older brother, who was living in Winnipeg, Manitoba, rest in peace, when he got married. Nam vet, but he didn't go to Nam. when he finished boot camp after the draft. Famous architect. He designed Grafton Prison. I heard Grafton's a real nice prison, but I just, he designed the entrance to the zoo, rainforest of the zoo. That all aside, he worked for architectural companies, so some of the projects he had to do were prisons. He had to design them. And then, what's it called? That aside, that was his job, all right? He did many, many other projects. And that aside, he bought me a laptop because I was going to school, paid $500-600 to ASUS. And what's it called? I had all my accounts saved. Those girls, one of the girls put my book bag on and went in the house. I remember to this day which house it is in the CMHA projects. Because they had all my hacked information, I was nervous about calling the police at the time. But when I dropped the girls off at the house with some dude in the hood, melanin dude, like it matters. I hate when people say, oh, some black dude or some white dude. It's like, or just some dude. You know what I'm saying? He like, bro, those are dudes? I said, what? He said, yeah, man, those are motherfucking lady boys. Those are dudes, bro. He said, I said, oh, I didn't know. She was pretty as hell. You know what I'm saying? I didn't fucking know. That aside, they hacked my shit. And this is around August, September, October of 2011. I created the account in April of 2011. My YouTube 3-step theosis. And they stole my artwork, my real detailed pieces, my early work, my early beginnings after the Jesus prayer when I was taking art seriously and maybe going to school for it. And let me see if I have to go forward here. Talking about this made me remember that memory when I was looking for that green Subaru on the east side, that I could have sworn, looking back on it, that this dude, I just never forgot the dude because he did some ritual on me. I didn't know he was stalking me. If it was a Tippy Gang leader, we got some questions, bro. And anyways, yeah, that was all before Chelsea died. And before the Occupy entrapment, where they invited me over the house in 12? And what's it called? If that was him, and quote unquote, looking back at the Google Earth images or the surveillance video, military surveillance, if he didn't delete all of it. And I've mentioned this before in the past, so he could have deleted it. And because I don't know how long he's been stalking me. Man, pussy, the sad excuse for a Comanche Tippy Gang leader, or his father, or the one of the 13 families that he works for. I don't know who they are. I don't know his name. I don't know the V2K's name. They stated they're part of the Atomorphin division, that societal group that wants to overthrow the government. That's a neo-Nazi group, terrorist group, making lone wolves. And what's it called? And the V2K stated they're part of the Order of Nine Angels, and the hit for the microchip, the hit on my life for the microchip was directly a hit by the Order of Nine Angels. So let that all sink in. That's all I got to say about that. I think that's covers what I had to say about it. After the protege, what's it called? Gas started going to over $2, and then I refused to drive, and I started taking the bus, and I started walking. Amen. And I started cycling everywhere. All right.